Alright, so this video is shot by Gunscom. It's an active video on the argument debating which round/caliber is better, the 9mm or the 45 ACP. These calibers are bullets fired out of handguns and are most commonly used in law enforcement, self-defense, and target shooting. This debate has been an ongoing argument between gun enthusiasts, law enforcement, and the average civilian for quite some time. The pros and cons of each round vary based on scenario and the person shooting. But regardless, each round was made to suit different people and scenarios, which is what makes this debate so hard to answer. Gunscom's main argument in his video is to end this debate overall as it's silly and pointless. I agree with his argument, as myself being a gun enthusiast. I've shot and handled both calibers, and the root of the argument in the first place is in fact very silly. Now, during his video, Gunscom gives a background on both calibers and the use of them in law enforcement, military, and self-defense. Those unfamiliar with guns and calibers of rounds in general will probably be lost, but it boils down to the diameter of the bullet, so 9mm being a smaller diameter than a 45. Now, that's not the only thing that varies. The size, which the diameter are different, the speed which the bullets are traveling are different, that's the velocity. The weight of the rounds are different, and many more, but 9mm is generally much smaller and it's a faster traveling round, while the 45 ACP is a much bigger and heavier round. These factors are best evaluated based on scenario and situation. Gunscom is surely right about how each round excels in different situations because, as he may not be aware, those using the weapons or using the caliber may face a different situation every time, meaning they are going to want what's best. With each situation, comes different factors on why one round would be better than the other to have, but Gunscom's theory that training is the most important piece to this debate is extremely useful, as it sheds light on the fact that each round has the same capabilities. This is an interesting thought as it kills the whole debate. Now, it does so by saying shot placement and accuracy will give you the same results with any caliber. Therefore, stopping power, penetration power, speed or velocity, the weight of the round, the recoil, and more of those factors don't really mean anything with proper training. Of course, situations like training a new shooter, you'd probably choose the smaller 9mm caliber as it's a smaller round, less weight, there's also less recoil behind it, and it's much safer for new shooters to shoot compared to the 45. Or a situation where you're going home against a home invader, you choose a 45 ACP as it has much more stopping power and less of a chance to penetrate walls as it's a heavier bullet moving a lot slower. But regardless, both rounds can yield the same results with proper training, is why I agree with Gunscom's argument of ending this debate, as it's silly to think one round can be better than the other overall.